If we were friends, you would know that I love Starbucks. Not only is the coffee amazing, but everyone in my little town knows where it is, so it's the meeting spot. It's where neighbors are polite and people bring their kids and dogs and parents, like the park used to be. And yes, all my bucks went to Starbucks, but I didn't mind. It was my little cup of luxury. So you can imagine my horror when they stopped selling Cinnamon Dolce latte. I tried to forget it and move on to pumpkin spice, but I just couldn't. So I made a copy. And here's the recipe if you want to have it. Before I forget, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you can see all the videos in the series. And thank you. The key to this one is obviously cinnamon, and I use it 3 times in this recipe. I start with 3 cinnamon sticks and I put them in the bottom of a warm pot. This is going to loosen up those oils so that they can infuse very well into our milk. Now that our cinnamon is warmed up, we can add our first ingredient, which is milk. And I've tried this with soy milk and with oat and nut milks. It does not taste as good. However, if you have to use those, go right ahead. Just remember, this is comfort food, not diet food. And whole milk is really going to allow that infusion of the cinnamon flavor to really go all the way through this recipe. So I leave it to warm for about, say, 10 minutes. Next, I use heavy whipping cream. And yes, it's indulgent, but this is the Dolce of Cinnamon Dolce. It's a luxury drink. So all of the fat that's in the heavy whipping cream and that texture can't be replaced to me by anything else. And you just want to bring this up to the same temperature for a slight scald. It's going to allow all of those fats to melt, and the flavor can't be matched. Okay, we're ready for my secret ingredient, sweetened condensed milk. This is the Dolce in the Cinnamon Dolce. It's the only sweetener in this recipe. And I will tell you, I've tried to make this using regular sugar, brown sugar, honey, even agave. Nothing flavors this creamer better than adding the third milk flavor of the sweetened condensed milk. And as you can see, it is super thick. I'm going to make sure I don't leave any in this can here. And as I stir it around and it starts to dissolve, it not only adds the sweetness, but the Dolce flavor of extra indulgent milk. I've started using this in other creamer recipes that I make. And I'm going to just do this second can really quickly. Well, as quickly as it pours. That's some thick, yummy goodness right there. So try it if you make your own creamers. It is now the only flavor that I go to. I'm going to give this a stir, and now we're ready to add our secret ingredients, cinnamon oil. This one is available on Amazon, also at Walmart in the baking section. I'll send the link in the comments. And look, this is serious. It is spicy like a fireball, and it adds a great cinnamon flavor to this dish. I add the entire gram of it. The third cinnamon is Vietnamese cinnamon, and you can buy this one on Amazon. I buy it from my local farmer's market. Vietnamese cinnamon is about 5% cinnamon oil, and it's got a stronger, sweeter flavor than the cinnamon we get in the store. So now I'm just going to mix all of these together until those oils combine with the oils of the cream and the milk. And 3 milks deserve 3 cinnamons, right? Now that our milk and cinnamon is all added, I turn the heat off and add the last ingredient, which is vanilla bean paste. You can buy this on Amazon, and I tell you, Vanilla and coffee go together like peanut butter and jelly. I don't measure. I just pour it in. It's about a teaspoon. And vanilla bean paste has such an intense flavor. I try not to heat my vanilla so that you get all of that goodness in there. And once it's stirred in, I'm going to allow everything to cool enough for it to be handled. Now that it's cooled enough, I'm going to pour it right back into the milk container. It looks like a lot, but really it's going to be in my coffee, in my chai tea, in my protein smoothie shakes, and it lasts in the refrigerator as long as any other milk. I would say about a week. It also freezes like a dream. So I'm going to pour this into my Pyrex dish. It's easier to handle a Pyrex when using a water bottle. I drink the water, I recycle the bottle, and I can store these in my freezer with the cap on for about 6 months. It freezes like a dream, and it tastes exactly like I remember. Look, I still love Starbucks. I love it so much I bought stock in the company. I don't know what I'll do if they ever get rid of the salted caramel frappuccino.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this one. Tell me how it turned out for you in the comments. Click like, subscribe and ring that bell for all the videos in this playlist, or just view these next two. And thank you again for watching. Alright, that's it.